Good morning students. Today we will learn about mineral and power resources. This is the third chapter from your geography book. So what is mineral? A naturally occurring substance that has a definite chemical composition is called mineral. Minerals are not evenly distributed over space. They are concentrated in particular area or rock formation. Some minerals are found in area which are not easily accessible, such as Arctic Ocean bed and Antarctica. So what is mineral? Mineral is a substance that is definite chemical composition, and minerals are not available in every part of the earth. It is concentrated in a particular place or some particular rock structure, and generally these minerals are not easily accessible as they are concentrated in area of Arctic Ocean bed or Antarctica. Minerals are formed in different type of geological environment over varying conditions. They are created by natural processes without any human interference. They can be identified on basis of their physical properties such as color, density, hardness, chemical property such as solubility. So, minerals are divided on their basis of physical properties. Type of minerals. There are mainly two type of minerals, that is metallic and non-metallic, and the metallic is further divided into two parts, ferrous and non-ferrous. Let's start. There are over 3000 different minerals on the basis of composition. Minerals are classified mainly as metallic or non-metallic. So there are over 3000 of different minerals, and minerals are differentiated from one to another as their chemical compositions are different. The metallic minerals contains metal in raw form. Metals are hard substances that conduct heat and electricity and have a characteristic luster or shine. Iron ore, bauxite, manganese ore are some examples. Metallic minerals may be ferrous or non-ferrous. So, as metallic, what are the metallic minerals? The metallic minerals are those minerals that can conduct heat and electricity, and it will be a hard substance. And this metallic mineral is subdivided into two parts. Ferrous minerals like iron ore, manganese and chromite contain iron. A non-ferrous metallic does not contain iron but may contain some other metals such as gold, silver, copper or lead. So what are ferrous minerals? Those minerals which contain some amount of iron is called ferrous minerals, and those minerals that don't contain any ferrous substance, those are called non-ferrous metallic minerals such as silver, gold, lead, etc. The non-metallic materials do not contain metals. Limestone, mica, gypsum are example of such minerals. The minerals fuels like coal and petroleum are also non-metallic minerals. Minerals can be extracted by mining, drilling or quarrying. So, on the basis of mining, mineral extraction, mining is divided into three parts. Those are mining, drilling and quarrying. Mining is subdivided another two parts, open cast mining and shaft mining. Process of taking out minerals from rock buried under the earth's surface is called mining. Minerals that lie a shallow depth are taken out by removing the surface layer. This is known as open cast mining. Deep burrows called shaft have to be made to reach minerals deposition lies at the great depths. This called shaft mining. Petroleum, natural gas occur far below the earth's surface. Deep wells are borrowed to take them out. This called drilling. Minerals that lie near the surface are simply dug out by the process known as quarrying. So those minerals these are deposited near the earth's surface that can be collected very easily by open cast mining. The minerals that are deposited great depth from the earth's surface can be extracted by shaft mining, and the gases, natural gases and petroleum, these are generally in liquid forms. So this for extraction for this type of minerals we have to borrow deep well and extract by drilling, and minerals that lie near the surface are simply dug out by the process known as quarrying. Distribution of minerals. Minerals occur in different type of rocks. Some are found in the igneous rocks, some metamorphic rocks, while other occurs in sedimentary rocks. So generally the minerals are deposited in rock structures. So now we will learn where the mineral depositions are concentrated. Generally metallic minerals are found in igneous rock and metamorphic rocks formation that form large plateaus. Iron ore in North Sweden, copper nickel deposit in Ontario, Canada, iron nickel chromite and platinum in South Africa are examples of minerals found in igneous rock and metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock formation of the Plain and Young Fold Mountain contain non-metallic minerals like limestone deposition of Caucasus region of France, manganese deposition of Georgia and Ukraine, and phosphate beds of Algeria are some examples. Mineral fuels such as coal and petroleum are also found in sedimentary strata. So the metallic minerals are generally found in igneous rock and metamorphic rock, and the non-metallic minerals are normally found in sedimentary rocks. Here are some examples. You have to read and learn these things and remember some of the examples, because when you have to write about them in examination, you have to give 2 or 3 examples of each of the minerals depositional area. Asia. China and India have large iron ore deposition. The continent produce more than half of the world's tin. China, Malaysia, Indonesia are among the world's leading producers. China also led the production of lead, antimony and tungsten. Asia also have deposition of manganese, bauxite, nickel, zinc and copper. Europe. Europe is the leading producer of iron ore in the world. The countries with a large deposition of iron ore are Russia, Ukraine, Sweden, France. Mineral deposition of copper, zinc, manganese, nickel are found in Eastern Europe and European Russia. Northern America. The mineral deposits in North America are located in the 3 zones: the Canadian region north of Great Lake, the Appalachian region and the mountain ranges of the west. Iron ore, nickel, gold, uranium, copper are mined in the Canadian Shield region. Coal in Appalachian region, western Cordillera have vast deposition of copper, lead, zinc, gold and silver. South America. Brazil is the largest producer of high-grade iron ore in the world. Chile and Peru are leading producer of copper. Brazil and Bolivia are among the world's largest producer of tin. South America also has larger deposition of gold, silver, zinc, chromium, manganese, bauxite, mica, platinum, asbestos, diamond. Mineral oil is found in Venezuela, Argentina, Chile, Peru and Colombia. Africa. Africa is rich in mineral resources. It is the world's largest producer of diamond, gold, platinum. South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zaire produce the large proportion of the world's gold. The other minerals found in Africa are copper, iron ore, chromium, uranium, cobalt, bauxite. Oil is found in Nigeria, Libya and Angola. Australia. Australia is the largest producer of bauxite in the world. It is the leading producer of gold, diamond, iron ore, tin, nickel. It is also rich in copper, lead, zinc, manganese, calgoryle and Kulgoryle area are Western Australia have a largest deposition of gold. Antarctica. The geology of Antarctica is sufficiently well known to predict the existence of varieties of mineral deposition, some probably large. Significant size of deposition of coal in the Transantarctic Mountain iron near the Prince Charles Mountain of East Antarctica are forecasted. Iron ore, gold, silver and oil are also present in the commercial qualities. But we cannot extract these minerals from Antarctica for its locational purpose and environmental purpose, as the continent is covered with snow and it's very difficult to extract minerals from that area. And if suppose we can establish industrial belt there, the glaciers and ice will be melt rapidly and the sea level of the world will rise very rapidly, and most of the land masses of coastal area of the world will be submerged into the ocean. That will be responsible a large amount of destruction of human resources. So it is better not to extract minerals from Antarctica region. And these are the examples of the area where we can find the minerals. So student, you have to learn this distribution all over the world and copy it in your school copy. So I hope you understand what I taught you today. We will start from the distribution in India in next class. Thank you.